What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in today's video I'm going to be going over my 3-week review of being a truck driver trainer, what I've learned in the last week of being a truck driver trainer. I'm going on my 4th week. Right now I'm on a 34-hour reset, so just kind of taking a break, worked out today, going to do laundry and do all the things that we do on our break, on our time off. So I wanted to make a few videos. I did make one prior to this one. That'll be posted on Monday. This one will be posted on a Wednesday. And if you see this video on any other day besides those ones, well, I appreciate you for clicking on the video, and I would appreciate it if you would like the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out some more of my other content that'll be recommended at the end of this one. And I want to get right into the topic of this video, which is, what is training like for me after 3 weeks? How's it been going? It's been going good, honestly. It's been going good. My student, he's great. We get along, and that's the first thing. You have to get along. He's great. We get along. We agree on cleanliness. We agree on how hard we need to run and all the things that we need to do right. So I want to make a video every week just kind of giving a review of what I've learned about being a truck driver trainer after 3 weeks. And I kind of want to talk about something that I heard another student at the company I'm with talking about their trainer and how they were, right? And the point of this video is going to be kind of, should you become a truck driver trainer? If you're someone with experience in truck driving, or you're somebody that wants to be a trainer one day, I'm going to give a little bit of advice based on, and this is my opinion, but if you want to be a truck driver trainer, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what this student was saying at my company, right? He's almost done. He's about to get into his own truck. This is another student, right? Driving with another trainer. But first, before I say that, like, if you're going to be a truck driver trainer, you need to have your heart in the right place, okay? You need to want that person to succeed. Don't just do it because the company's going to pay you more money. Yeah, that's a factor. I'm not even going to lie. Yes, I make better money training a student. I do. But with that, you got to understand that that driver, his habits or her habits are going to reflect what you taught them as a trainer. And if you don't care and you're just lackadaisical and you don't really educate that person the right way about how to do the job and about the industry, and you don't really care about the future of that person, you should not become a truck driver trainer. That's what I've learned after 3 weeks, and why I'm making a video is because I heard pretty much a horror story from a student, like I said, at my company. And he was telling me that, this guy he goes home every 10 days, right? He's constantly going home. He doesn't really help him do anything. He doesn't teach him how to secure loads, doesn't teach him how to slide the tandems, doesn't teach him how to do all the different checkpoints, right? Like when you're dropping and hooking trailers and things like that. He's not teaching him any of that. He literally said this to his student. He said, yeah, I just have a student so that they'll do everything. Not, oh, you teach me how to do everything. No, they just do everything. And he just lets them figure it out. It's like, what are you doing, man? Like, why be a trainer? Well, we all know why he's a trainer. That's because he just wants to make more money. That's it. But one day that's going to come back to bite him. But this guy was a really nice guy, and he's made it through 20,000 miles. Like at the company I'm with, you only need 15,000 miles to get into your own truck as long as you have your CDL and you're good to go on your own. This guy has 20,000 miles with this guy, and it's taken him like twice as long to complete the miles and to complete his training, because this trainer would not schedule his CDL test for him, that's our job to do if they don't have it coming out of school, right? He wouldn't do that. He was going home every 9 days. So the students having to sit at a hotel for days and pay money to do that, pay money to get home, back and forth from home to the terminal where they meet, and just basically the guy just doesn't care about his student. When I knew when I was becoming a trainer that I'm taking on a responsibility that I really need to take serious, because I do not want to hear about my student 3 months, 4 months down the line getting into an accident and killing somebody, right? Or whatever, because I was a bad trainer. I did not teach them what I know. And I'm not somebody who's been doing this for 10, 20 years, but I've done it for 3, and I feel confident enough in my abilities and in my knowledge of doing the job to actually train someone now. I could have done it after 2 at the company I'm with. However, I waited 3. I waited until, hey, I'm supremely confident in my abilities to train somebody, to teach someone how to do something the right way. And I take it serious, because not only is this a really dangerous job, but I take everything I do seriously. Because if you don't take anything you do seriously, you'll take nothing you do seriously. It doesn't matter what job you have. You should take everything that you do seriously, and especially when you're teaching somebody. Like if you're a school teacher, something you have to have that heart of you really want your students to succeed. It's no different in trucking or any other thing. If you're teaching somebody, your heart needs to be in the right place. It can't just be about money. So that's what I've learned after 3 weeks, because it takes a lot of patience teaching somebody something that is very dangerous and brand new to them. Because I honestly, this is my first student, and I honestly kind of forgot how it was when I was first starting. I had that anxiety about taking my CDL test, right? And that anxiety of, man, this back is going to be tough. This is a tight street, white knuckling it everywhere you're going, because you're new, man. It's a scary thing. And so you have to have a lot of patience. Students do get frustrated if they can't do something right away. So you have to have that patience. You have to be willing to wait for them to kind of grasp and let all that information soak in that they're taking in. Because like I've said in other videos, the first 6 months to a year in truck driving, that's the hardest part. Once you get past that year, you should be good to go, and it's really great because you're confident in doing the job itself, right? And then after that, the sky's the limit as far as the business aspect of trucking. So me training him, I take it seriously on teaching him how to do this job safely, and being right there every step of the way until I know, hey, okay, he's confident in what he's doing with dropping and hooking and securing loads and all that, right? But this other student at the company telling me, like, yeah, and this guy is not clean. His trainer is not clean at all. He picks his nose and throws tissue paper on the ground and asks him to clean the truck after he's dirtied it up, and it's just unbelievable, man. Like, you hear some of these stories and it's like, I know that companies are hurting really bad for drivers and for trainers. But man, you got to screen some of these people. Like, that guy should not be a trainer. And he did tell me that he did teach him how to drive well and do the basics, but other than that, he's not teaching him about the opportunities in the industry, how long you should stay out, how to do how to do his hours of service. He's like, he doesn't teach me any of that. He doesn't teach me how to communicate with my dispatcher. He's not teaching me really about how to succeed in trucking. All he's teaching them is how to not crash. And for me, I've learned after 3 weeks that I've got to take this seriously, right? And I've learned and I've watched the progression of my student. At first, it was, just getting comfortable driving, right, forward. Well, on the second week, still wasn't very good at backing. But now, this last week, it's starting to make sense what I'm telling him. It's starting to make sense. So I know that going on this 4th week, he's going to be better and better at backing, because he's finally understanding and comprehending what I'm telling him to do and how to make adjustments and things like that. So that is good news. I think on week 4, after this week, I think he's going to be able to back in just about every situation that's not like a blind side back or whatever. Like any normal situation that has plenty of room and everything, he's going to be able to do that. And then I think on week 5 and 6, or however long it takes for him to get his miles, he's going to be good. He's going to be good. Now, the training doesn't stop with me. Your real experience comes after I'm out of the picture, when you're on your own. That's when the real experience of being a driver begins. And that's my opinion, because you don't have that person there saying, hey, don't do that, slow down here, or make this adjustment here. You have you to figure it out. But if you're somebody that is going into trucking, you just have to be humble. This is my personal opinion. If you're going to be somebody who succeeds in this business and gets through the training, you've got to be humble. You've got to realize that you don't know what you're talking about. This is new to you. And if your trainer has like 2 years or more of experience and they've never been in an accident and never had any violations, you need to listen to that person, because they do know what they're talking about. They would have messed up in those first 2 years, right? They would have messed up because they've been in the winters, they've been in the bad storm seasons, they've been in high winds, they've been at just about every shipper and receiver possible, right? And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. But is it going good for me? Personally, it is going good. I just have realized that, man, this is a big responsibility, and I'm only 27. Like, most of the people that I'm going to be training are going to be older than me. So I really have to know my stuff, because I do realize that being a younger person, I'm going to have to earn that respect. And how do I earn that respect? I teach people how to succeed. And how to do what I know best, right? And I have to be really confident, and I can't tell somebody to do something that I don't know how to do, right? I can't do that. So, yeah, I mean, we've dealt with heavy snow, made a video about that, dealing with that. We've dealt with many backing. Backing is really still the thing that my student has to work on, but that makes sense. I mean, he's only done it 3 weeks, and so it's not enough practice. Like, it takes you a good 4, 5, 6 weeks to really start getting the flow of doing backing. So that's like the main thing. That's what I've learned, is the backing is going to take the longest part to grasp, the longest thing to grasp. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you've made it to the end of this video, and I really appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, like I said, I appreciate you for clicking on it. If you've already been a subscriber and you've watched my videos before, I appreciate you for being a subscriber and watching my videos. And I would really appreciate it if you would also, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, check out some more of my other videos at the end of this one, and God bless. Have a great day. Peace out.